around the world. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Welcome to the show, fans.
All right, good morning also.
Good morning.
Okay, let's talk about this new technical advisor for Nigeria, Bruno Labadia. John, give us something. Tell us something about him.
Yeah, he's a new coach. He's had over 2 decades spent in the Bundesliga, coaching around 7 clubs in the Bundesliga. Talking about the Leverkusen, the Hamburgs, the Wolfsburg. So he's been around in the game. If you look at his profile, you can see that he has a 43% win rate, and then a 34.3 or 34.6% loss rate, and then a another 30 something percent draw rate. So his draws are lower, but he wins on almost the same ratio with his losses. So for me, it's I can't say it's encouraging. I would have loved for his win and draw rate to be higher than the loss.
The draw and loss rate is greater than equal to each other, and this is the win rate 40% plus is good. I say it's manageable. But when the draw rate and the loss rate is 30%, you ask yourself, are you coming to play a draw city FC, or perhaps are you coming to win games? And we've said this before, we are bigger than this, we are better than this. I don't see reasons why you have a coach at hand and after some time he quits his job and you go on to get someone you've not really tested, because this man has been in the realms for about 15 years now. He's coached Bayern Munich and all of that, but not at a very, very top level. These were coaches when he coached the clubs were in 1990s. He took big jobs in the 90s, and recently of late we've not seen him taking any big job lately. He's been coaching maybe second division side in Germany, and you're bringing him to coach the Super Eagles into top competitions.
So what this actually means for everybody out there who is concerned is that for every 10 games he has played, he's won 4.3, lost 3.4, and drawn 2.1, and he's managed over 487 games with 214 wins.
John, layman's language. For
Okay,
every
layman's
10,
language,
for every 10 games he has played, he go win 4, lose 3, draw 3. Now layman's
Draw 2.
Now 10 for every 10
now.
games, unless you want to start all those dots, you want to start adding those dots somewhere, and we are not adding those dots anywhere. We'll put it to the way it is. For every 10 games is win 4, lose 3, draw 3, and that's not a good number. If see, I keep saying this, we have better management, we have better coaching systems.
Yeah, but how many of them are looking at coming to Nigeria right now?
Not even looking to coming to Nigeria. Do you know there are coaches in Nigeria that wants this job, that has applied for this job, but because of the politics that happen in the back room, we don't give them the job. I went to the NIS about last year, 2022 and 2023. I went to NIS, National Institute of Sports, where they were training coaches, and I was seeing the way they were you see technical geniuses teaching the course of coaching, and you ask yourself, and I was like, literally, I was catching goosebumps in Lagos, and I felt like, okay, fine, I want to register, and they said, no, there's age requirements, and you start seeing the rules to apply. Then you start seeing, you ask yourself, what's wrong with this system? And you go on to the streets, you see a coach come together, gather youth players. Even here in Enugu, they still do it. They gather some young players from secondary school. After school, 4 to 6, they train them, and you see them get the best out of these players for competitions. And you keep asking yourself, what if these coaches are being thrown into the fray? It means you to help the younger generations grow into a better system, and they're not giving them the opportunity.
Look at the stats now for Nigeria. If you look at the stats now for Nigeria in terms of coaches from the local realm and coaches from outside, we've had more success with foreign coaches. You can't beat that.
It's because you've not given the.
You can't beat that.
Let's go back to, since you said local coaches. Let's go back to the start. Samson Siasia was there. His records is better than this. He had more than 40% win rate. He had more than 50% win rate, though he didn't get trophies. There's late Stephen Keshi, 2013.
That one was a trophy.
One is a trophy. 2013 AFCON Cup of Nations. His win rate was more than 40%. You go back again, there are many coaches. I don't want to keep mentioning names. I don't want to so I don't look like this advocating for homegrown coaches, but I believe that is the rate we are going through. At least this man that just came in, he only played one game, 2 games, one draw, one lose. Okay, now you say he played 2 games, he had 50% on lose, and okay, fine, those records are not good. But his record for the club side, how was it? When he was coaching at what's it called, at Eyimba, before he went to Eyimba, his win rate was more than 70%. You understand? So we can't just relax for below minimum and say we are doing a good job. We're not doing a good job. And this is, I'm not going to call out anybody, but I believe this is, we have to do something better for a better Nigerian football. And the clause in each person's contract should be, whenever you're taking the contract, at least there should be this. There's a team list of 26. There should be at least 6 players from the homegrown leagues. At least. Even Japan, where they qualify for World Cup, they get at least 8 players from their league. Brazil, they get at least 4 players from their league, from domestic leagues. The World Cup winning teams.
The World Cup winning. I support that. If you are going to be bringing in
any coach, you must have a number of players from the homegrown, yes, from the local league. At least it will help the others sit up, and that is when you say, okay, when others are sitting up, then they know that when they go for international competitions as a club of the local league, they'll perform better, because when they perform better, they would have more chances of qualifying for bigger tournaments and selling themselves out there. At least at some point, we used to hear Nigeria is the highest exporting talent exports in Africa. Now, what happened?
Okay, okay. He released his first list. I'm going to be reading that, calling out the names of the people the players he called up. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Go there, drop your comments. I'll be reading your comments live here in the studio, and also on Facebook at Volt 1043 FM. Go there. We ask the question, the same question. What do you think that this coach will be bringing to the Nigerian national team? You drop your question, drop your comments. I'll be reading your comments also here live in the studio. Okay, if you look at the list, he called the goalkeepers is Stanley Nwabali, then Madoka Okoye, and Amos Omoroju. That's the 3 goalkeepers he called. The defenders is Williams Ekong, Semi Ajayi.
Same old list.
Yeah, Calvin Bassi, Olise
Nda, and the rest of them, and
Ola,
Bright Osai,
he called almost all the usual. I think he didn't have time. He probably just called the people that
the usual center backs,
midfielders, Alex Iwobi, Frank Onyeka, Yusuf Ndidi,
Dele Bashiru, and
forward Lukman, Chukwe Kezie. Osime made the list, and Moses Simon, Kelechi Hanacho, then Boniface. Just old list. He just called probably the last he just brought them back. But now it's what he's going to be playing, the kind of formation he's going to be playing. If you look at his setup, most times he plays 3 at the back. I think it depends on how he sees this squad, because if you come to this squad, you have to look at the players you have. Then now you can determine the kind of formation he's going to play. As Nigeria has enough attacking players to play attacking football. So what are you expecting? Are you expecting an attacking football or defensive football like the coach that took us to the Nations Cup?
Posero wasn't playing defensive football and he wasn't playing attacking football. He was playing a confused football, because we didn't see an attacking play and we didn't see a defensive play from Jose Posero. The only person that managed to play an attacking football was at least Ganotro at some point. But if you look at his last job as the head coach of what's it called? Was it not Stuttgart now? It was Hertha Berlin, and he was playing a 3 at the back then, and he was playing a more attacking football with 3 at the back, but it was more of attacking midfielders, 1 defensive midfielder, and the rest of them were attacking midfielders, where the fullbacks were inverted into a centre-back position. And it's going to be tough to play like that in a Super Eagles team, because the fullbacks in the Super Eagles team now are Olaino and Calvin Bassi. There, I still continue to say this, there is no proper left back in the Nigerian Super Eagles team. This man that left now, what's it called? The former coach. He came that left now. I don't know why his name just skipped my head. Finidi George. Finidi just left and invited left backs from the home league.
The Rangers international player.
He invited one from Rangers, invited one from Remo Stars, and invited another player. But it was left backs he needed the most, and he invited from homegrown list, which means he scouted the whole of all the foreign-based players that is on this man's list now, and yet there's no proper left back. So you have to swap in Calvin Bassi to that position again. And how are we sure he's going to do a better job than he did in the AFCONs? So I keep asking myself, if you're going to play a three at the back and you want to invest these two players, it means it's only Trost Ekong that might be starting for you with Olaino and Kevin Bassey, which means you have two centre backs yet and one right back in that game. Then maybe a defensive midfielder. But since Ndidi is back now, so we have Ndidi and Franco Yeka in midfield, and the rest of them can just go on an attack. But if he's going to play something different, it's yet to be seen, because this man is a new man. He's a new, would I say new kid in the block? He's not a kid again now, so he's a new old man in the block. So I think whatever he goes with, I'm not going to be happy with any result that is not a win.
Yeah, if you look at me, I've just been looking at some of his stats and some of his records. If I think for the issue of the left back, maybe there was not enough time to call up somebody from the local league, so he's going to have to make do with what he has for this first game. But maybe he can fix that going forward. But if you look at his let's give him at least a club where he's had a good season. He had he's at Hertha Berlin, 28 matches in charge, 8 wins, 6 draws, 14 losses.
He has not even. Has he won a trophy? Has he won a trophy in his career?
You won with
Yes,
trophy.
he has one. Then if you look at his time at what's it called now,
Stuttgart.
Wolfsburg, he had 22 wins, 10 draws, 18 losses. That's, I think, where he played one full season, 50 matches. It's just, an average manager. At his time at Hamburger again, 16 wins, 11 draws, 22 losses. So, the stats don't favor him, in his career right now. And it's something that everybody should be worried about, because it's something that is going to show up. Now, his only honors is winning the Hessen Cup back in 2005-2006 with Darmstadt.
You called, they ask you don't win trophy, you say yes, one. Hessen Cup na cup, na Division 2 cup be that, maybe the main cup.
Normally now, but that's
Maybe
what
main
it
cup.
is. But that's
AFCON na major trophy.
the only cup in his...
I at some point, since you want to negotiate with foreign managers, they were negotiating with the former, they sacked him now, or perhaps they released him of his job now. The man that coached the female France female team, he's coached more African nations than he's coached in Europe. So why not give him a try?
I think the money was the issue. What's his name again?
John or so, I don't know. But the other guy that coached Angola, Jean-Claude, the bar-headed man. Why not give them a try? We have problems with, after scouting big coaches, top coaches, we end up selecting the little or the below average coaches. This, you're calling a win. You say he wins 28, he loses 27.
You're talking about Renard.
Renard, yes. Then this one now, you're saying he wins 20, he loses 28. For the teams that he has coached, we know that, okay, fine, these teams were not worthy of adversaries for the Bundesliga also, but at least when he was even playing in Division 2, he should have at least done something. He didn't.
Okay, let's see what he's going to be bringing to that team. We have so many comments here on our YouTube channel. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Emmanuel Lokiti, what is the quality of the league that you want players from the league to be in the national team? League has to make sense first. He's talking about the Nigerian Professional League. He's also saying the criteria for picking the coach scares me. Hope it's not another phase with the NFF playing games. Bowie is saying even his laughed. Okay, Bowie is saying even his laughs no make sense. We can't say we don't have at least 2 players that can play. Can't we have at least 1 player from the team that won the championship in Nigeria? He's talking about picking players from probably Rangers International and probably
He didn't pick one from Eyimba, picked one from Remo, I think he picked a player from what's it called, from Eyimba as well. He picked from at least 6 different clubs in Nigeria.
Okay, boys, so the appointment just shows clearly that the NFF do not want the best for Nigerian football.
No.
He's also saying, how can we not have a good left back? We have Zaidu that plays and starts for Porto. Yes, I remember him. He plays and starts for Porto. Then Okitibi is saying Zaidu is a regular in Porto. How can we not have a regular?
He's not on the list.
He's not on the list. Probably he's injured or something. Aina has excelled in left back for club side when he plays. It's true too.
I know he's a left, he's a right. It's like, see, when mentality kicks. Now, when mentality kicks, your instinct will automatically switch to your natural role, which happened in Man United for Dalot, and it's going to happen to him because this guy is a proper right back. He's played there for decades, and you now put him in the left back position. Though you don't, I don't know if you guys see him play for Nottingham Forest, but he struggles. Though he's a good defender, yes, but he struggles when he plays in the left back position, and we don't want that struggles going forward into top competitions.
Well, let's see how it's going to happen because he has. I think problem that he was just appointed, so he didn't have time to look at these players. So he had to probably call up the Lisi things or probably advise him to call up this one and work with him.
Maybe
But after the next,
this is the
international
NFF what's it called?
Team, yeah.
But because I just to respond to Boy there, he said something about Zaidu playing for Porto. I think what happened to Zaidu was the same thing that happened to Ben White. These players are not originally from that position, but they were forced to play that position, and they've grown into that. They've owned that position.
Yeah.
So Zaidu now has owned the left back position, but when you put him as a centre back, he still excels because that's his original position, and he's now playing as a left back, which is good, and he's a left footer as well, so which is good for him. And I think we should look in that light as well because I believe in the MPFL. In the MPFL, at some point, I know I didn't spend much time going into it because of my time in Enugu here. I didn't spend much time going to the stadium to see Enugu Rangers play most of the games last season and 2 seasons ago. But when I was in Lagos, I was seeing other teams 2 seasons. I won't talk about last season because MFM was relegated. I was seeing players from the NNL. I even went to the training area in Lagos to see at the Sporting Lagos during their trip, and you see left backs, you see proper play, not just proper players. At some point, the Super 8 was played in Enugu here.
Yeah.
That was earlier this, just 2 months ago or 3 months ago, Super 8 NNL team, and I saw El Kanami Warriors. I saw proper players that could wear the Nigerian jersey and play well.
Okay, let's see.
One thing is scouting. If the scouting system is poor, you won't see the talent you're looking for.
Sure.
Okay, let's see what happens. The game is going to happen at 7th September. That is next week. Next week Nigeria is going to play in Benin Republic, and on the 10th we are playing Rwanda away. So it's going to be the first 2 games he's going to be taking Nigeria to. Okay, let's move away from Nigerian football. Let's move over to the Europe. The La Liga was played yesterday, and Barcelona won again last time. And Olmo was registered yesterday, and he scored yesterday, John.
Yeah,
Just because I said they registered and me score now, you just start with the fantastic.
like what were you expecting? Like, it's good to see the best stars on the biggest stages in Europe, and that game yesterday was fun for me to watch. And kudos to Dani Olmo because obviously he's done something a lot of other debut players haven't done, which is score on their debut. So kudos to him.
See, there's something I noticed in that game, and I want to state it. Hansi Flick is he's not cooking, no. He's experimenting what is not good for La Liga, and I'm scared of that experiment because he's now, after all the rumors of Rafinha leaving,
Yeah.
Rafinha was played behind the striker, and he's gradually bringing out the best of Lewandowski because the goal or the build up to Pedri's goal, you understand, was all thanks to this man. And you ask yourself, what was Ferran Torres doing on the left? Now, after that switch of play in the 68th minute, Ferran Torres was taken off for Dani Olmo. Welcome to the team. That was a good debut for him, and he was going to play for Rafinha, and Rafinha went to the flank to play from the left, and he brought out that spark in him also to run at defenders, create those chances. Nobody spotted, even me when I was seeing that game. I didn't spot. I look at positional awareness of defenders and players with the ball, but I did not spot that run. To be honest, I did not. This is what somebody will tell you, that Toni Kroos wants to pass the ball. 5 seconds to that goal, you won't see the pass, you won't see the run, you won't see anything until you just see a goal. And you ask yourself, do a replay, let's see how it goes. But for that game, for that goal, I did not spot that run, I did not spot that build up. I just saw a goal and I was like, how did it happen? It was a good game. It was a good positional awareness from him and from his teammate. They saw it was like a telepathic communication between the team, and I think Hansi Flick has done that, has gotten that part right. He's known, as in each player knows where the opposition player is or where the teammate is without even looking in that direction. And I think it's a good one for Barcelona.
And they can create space for themselves too.
So 3 games, 3-game one for Hansi Flick. He is cooking. Probably he's going to be challenging for this league. Hopefully they might win it. They might win because they are playing good football. Apart from playing winning games, they are actually playing football. They're
playing the Hansi Flick football. And I think that's where he needed Daniel. And I think we're beginning to see the Rafinha that played for Leeds United, the full of energy Rafinha, not sluggish, not waiting to do a stylish play. He was just physical on the ball, trying to run at every defender. I think it was a good one for Rafinha as well.
Okay, the other game that happened yesterday is Mallorca versus Sevilla. Two Nigerians played, the senior man and Ejuke. They started
yesterday.
Yeah, both of them started yesterday, but they couldn't get on the score sheet. Iheanacho played 62 minutes or so when he was taken out, but Ejuke played almost the whole game. 0-0 Nigeria guy. How did they perform? Because Ejuke wasn't called for the national team, but Iheanacho made it. So they are playing well. I think they started their La Liga well too.
Sevilla started well. That game they had more. I don't know how I keep saying this. They have more stats. They have more chances created. But I still have to applaud Mallorca. You know, when I said this against Real Madrid, John was like, "How will you say that Mallorca's intelligence or this and that and that?" Now you saw another brilliance from them, stopping the attackers from creating enough chance in the box. Iheanacho is a person that you know might not want to score the goal, but he will make that final pass to somebody that you didn't expect, and most of those players made that run, but the Mallorcan defense was just there to stop them. And I think it's one thing we are saying, this might just be the best defense of the season because they keep defending well, not that they are packing the box, but they mount their guard and they make sure they spot your run before you make those runs, and they try to stop and intercept. And that was where Mallorca has got it all right because they were intercepting every pass that came into the final third.
Okay, let's look at the game. The ended 0-0 in that game. There are La Liga's game that are going to be played today, so I'm going to give you the features. Real Betis versus Getafe, that one has been postponed. Atletico Club is going to play in Valencia 6 p.m. Real Valladolid is playing Legales 8 o'clock too. 6 o'clock. Atletico Madrid versus Espanyol. That's another big game for Atletico Madrid. And Real Sociedad versus Deportivo Alaves. So Simeone came out yesterday said that they need one more midfielder in that team. Do you think that Atletico is cooking? Because if they win this game, it's going to be 2 wins and a draw for them.
It's a good start. Him talking about needing another midfielder, he knows the picture. He knows what he needs. So if he feels he needs one, good one for him.
With the number of players they've let go, he definitely needs number of players in as well, because I'm hearing rumors of I don't know if he's taking a new club now. Hermoso, there's a defender. There are many of the midfielders that has left. I think he wants to play a different style from the style he's played before, so he can experiment both styles now that the season is just starting and get the results he needs to compete for the trophy by the end of the season. And I think it's a good one for him, knowing the players he needs and going for them and telling the media, see, I need 1 or 2 players, and the club is going for those players. I think that's the support any coach would want to go for trophies.
Okay, Atletico is going to be playing. They are challenging. Remember, they are challenging for the La Liga. Everybody is expecting them, Real Madrid and Barcelona, to fight for this La Liga, and that's what we are expecting. And they are both probably giving us good football. Apart from Real Madrid out of this whole,
need to fix something.
Yeah, they need to fix something because they are the one that are not even playing good football. Surprisingly, Atletico and Barcelona have been scoring for fun, and they have been playing better football than Real Madrid. Okay, guys, we are going to go on a quick short break. When we come back, we'll talk about other things that happen in the world of football. Stay with us.
Hello, Enugu. Have you heard? Volt 104.3 FM is granting small businesses in Enugu a chance to be heard and to be known. Let us help you advertise your business for as low as 2,500 naira per spot. And if you pay 50,000 naira for 20 spots, we will give you 10 spots for free. For more inquiries, visit Volt 104.3 FM at 64 Ozobolo Street by ESPS Junction, Enugu, or call our marketers on 0815 628 5384 or 0816 215 5195.
Volt 104.3 FM.
UBA, they give everybody 75 reasons to jolly this season for the UBA Legacy promo. Over 200 million naira don't they wait people go win. 75 people get chance to win 1 million naira and even more. Just open UBA savings account. Come save at least 5,000 naira inside every month to qualify. The more you save, the more you go win. Just go www.ubagroup.com or dial *919*20#. Make you for start. Terms and conditions dey o. UBA, Africa's Global Bank.
Okay, guys, welcome back to the show. Remember, guys, we are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. We are live on YouTube at Vote FM Sports. Okay, we are going to open the phone lines again for you to call us and tell us what you think about the appointment of the Nigerian technical advisor. The number to call is 0706 048 5853. 0706 048 5853. Okay, let's move on to Europe. Transfer is still happening. Remember, guys, today is the 28th of August. We have only 3 days for the transfer to close. It's ending on 31st August. So they have three days for you, any player, especially Osimhen, to sort out himself for him to move to another club. Okay, let's start with Arsenal. Arsenal has confirmed the signing of Mikel Merino yesterday. The confirmation came yesterday. He's an Arsenal player. Probably he's going to be in the squad for this weekend. They are playing this weekend too. He's going to be in the squad. So he has signed for Arsenal. And the player leaving Arsenal is Vieira. Vieira is now at Porto. He moved on loan, straight loan, no option to buy. He's going to go there for 1 season and come back. Another news at Arsenal is that Arsenal want to keep Kiwo. They say that he's an important player for the team, that he's going to be staying. He's not going to be leaving. And the last transfer for Arsenal is Ramsdale. They are still trying to find a solution. They have agreed Garcia from Espanyol in case Ramsdale is leaving. So it's Arsenal. Look at this transfer Arsenal is making, signing Merino, keeping with Ramsdale. I think Nelson is going to be staying. There is no news for Nelson. So if you make all this about transfer, what do you think about all this transfer, Nelson?
Well, Arsenal has said, Arteta has said what he wants to say about Nelson. That's what I'm going to focus on now, because he said he's a player we want because he can change the dynamics of the game. But that's yet to be seen. Though he's an attacking-minded player, I think I prefer him playing. I don't know how it sounds now, but I prefer him playing ahead of Vieira, because Vieira is an attacking midfielder that plays with more defensive mindset. But this guy likes to run on defenders. He likes to pass the ball forward. He likes to take risks, which is what I have not seen in Vieira yet. So I think him staying and Arteta saying he would want to use him to change the dynamics of the game when the game progresses, I think it's a good deal for him. Then for Ramsdale, I'm still saying this. If you know you want to earn that English top shirt, fight for your position as number one goalkeeper anywhere you're going to. But don't go to a team lesser than Everton. It's a clear-cut warning. Everton is one of the... I don't know how we keep saying Everton is a small team, Everton is a small team. Liverpool are student of Everton. If you look at the history of the club, Liverpool was like an academy section that carves themselves out of the Everton's group. So I think Everton has been a big side, and people know that Everton are a big side, but it's just that where they are right now, they don't put themselves in that big side positioning. So I think if he stays, don't go to a team lesser than Everton.
Please,
you will not get...
The way you are calling this Everton, yeah, you make me wonder sometimes. Yes, Liverpool came out of... Everton was a big side. Yes.
Take away history, what is remaining?
Because Everton was... Liverpool that carved themselves out of Everton are more successful. They won more titles. They dominated the Premier League for decades. So if you're telling me that it shouldn't go below Everton is already low. Come on, last season they just struggled to survive in the Premier League. And you're saying that Ramsdale should go and suffer at Everton.
I'm not saying he should go and suffer at Everton. I say he should not go below Everton, which means
if you're going to Everton, there's a big four that's there already.
I'm not saying go to Everton.
I'm saying
go to
your
a team
point.
Above Everton, which means go to a team that always finishes above top 8 or top 10. Don't go to a team that is always fighting
relegation. Everton haven't finished above top 8 or top 10 in the last how many years now?
That's the point.
So I'm just saying here that whichever club is going to that is not in the top 8 or top 10, he's going to receive more shots than he did where he's coming from, just like Raya did before he came to Arsenal. So he needs to look at the defenders he has in front of him in making that decision. Secondly, he needs to look out for a club that doesn't have a number one or a credible number one that is going to be a direct sub for to come in and be the starting number one. And if he doesn't have these options wherever he's going, but just relax and eat your salary and stay. Simple.
Okay, I understand that it depend on what he wants to do. What he wants to
Because
do with Arsenal.
one bad match, 1, 2 or 3 bad matches or black patches here, and all the trust factor, the hype, the name, everything, your reputation you've got can just come crumbling down like that. So why not just manage expectations, stay where you are, and then look for a move next summer.
Okay, that's all with the Arsenal transfer. Probably Arsenal might be looking for a striker depending on the length of injury that Jesus is having. But the club is saying that it's a minor injury that he's going to back. And remember, Arteta said that he's seeing Jesus as a different
Please,
beast this
please,
season.
that
So,
thing is.
so I don't think they are going to go
The
buy another
different
striker.
is not the injury.
So,
Different beats don't break leg.
Somebody should advise Arteta.
so
I'm not saying it
one of our
again.
comments, Emmanuel was saying, Kitty was saying that at the time I started moving like old Arsenal as in Wenger. You keep playing with these things. You have a chance, a shot at the time. You just need that one piece, that striker, but you are still playing with this market. But okay, let's see what happens with Arsenal. We have 3 days if Arsenal is going to be getting probably a striker, but I don't think so. But let's see what happens in the next 3 days. Okay, let's move over to Chelsea. Chelsea is eyeing a last-minute move. That rumor came out yesterday that they are going for Tony of Brighton. What do you make of that? Everybody kept saying that Chelsea needs a striker. And you know, this talk of Osimhen, even yesterday, they kept talking about Osimhen. Everybody is talking about Osimhen. Now, Tony is in the mix. So they are comparing the both players. They are comparing the transfer fee. They are comparing the salary of players. They are comparing the both players if they are going to fit. But they are looking at Tony, even though they are still talking with Osimhen. Because remember, Osimhen said that he's not reducing his salary for any reason.
I think it's hypocritical of Chelsea to be comparing wages and comparing salaries and comparing all these antics rather than just getting a stellar standout performer in Victor Osimhen. Because let's not forget, this is the club that has actually wasted money, 1.2 billion, in buying 35 or 42 players that are nowhere near what they need to start the season. So why not just for once do the right thing rather than being emotional and thinking about and being penny wise pounds foolish right now? So they should just go for a direct fix, a direct upgrade rather than a security patch that just gets you through the problem. That's what I'm saying.
But Chelsea has to look at it. If you are a club, you said that they spent almost a billion plus. They have to still look at, they don't want to bring in a player and pay a high transfer fee. Then they are paying high wages too.
You're already hemorrhaging in the sense that you've lost 1.2 billion and you have not. It reminds me of that song that we love playing in the studio. So you've already spent the 1.2. No, you spend 1.2 and you don't carry anything, you didn't get anything for your hustle. And now you are in this quagmire that you are in because that's where they are now. They need to get a direct replacement that is going to level up the team performance. You've already cut off Lukaku, so you have 325,000 pounds that is off your wage bill. You are swapping Sancho for Raheem Sterling, so and you are getting rid of Chilwell. That's about 500 and something thousand pounds you've made room for. Bringing in Ivan Toney, who is going to come in at 200 or 250,000 pounds a week into that Chelsea side, and maybe he's not going to deliver, or maybe he's not going to give you what you're looking for. As again, somebody that has won the Scudetto, somebody that has won a couple of titles, scored a couple of one African best player of the year, for crying out loud. Somebody that has all these records for an Ivan Toney who, I mean, what was his record a couple of seasons ago now? Has Ivan Toney ever crossed the 20 mark?
Calm down, yes, he has.
How many times has he done it
Calm down.
consecutively?
It's you know that is saying don't compare a player. You about two days ago you were saying don't compare a player with the place he's played and this and that.
I'm just
and now
saying
you're
because
comparing the
we
two
are
of
talking
them.
about an
Ivan Toney
upgrade.
played for a Brentford side
It's like
and scored goals.
It's like you want to fix an Android problem, and instead of getting another brand, you go and you get a cheaper option. and you come back
And
and
the
you
cheaper
have the
option
same,
works better because
and the
now
cheaper option now
Tokumbo works for past
doesn't
new one for
improve your
market.
life, right? So just go for the upgrade. Stop beating about the $1, $2 you spend. Get the upgrade and no peace.
Okay.
No peace like Didier Drogba gave Chelsea peace when he was around.
Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Name and location, please.
AKA.
What's your what's your contribution?
That's number one. So I know the man. I don't know where have been coaching. But maybe I strongly believe maybe when he comes to Africa here, he will do well.
Okay.
Also for Anthony coming to Chelsea, it's a good development because Osimhen I am seeing that he cannot reduce his wages.
Yes.
So he cannot reduce his wages. So he better, if you want, he better stay for Napoli self. I prefer Anthony. Yeah.
It depends on what Chelsea, but question there is Chelsea need another striker. Now they have Felix in that team.
Felix is not a striker.
They have Nkunku. They can play.
Nkunku is not a striker.
They can play in that position.
They have Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
They can play
Jackson
in that position.
is not a striker. You have 3 wingers that have played and had an average season in that position. And you keep buying these wingers and keep stacking them up, crowding your bottom line, and they are not delivering. Why not swap all of them out and get 2 strikers? You know?
Okay, hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Yeah.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear me?
You guys are saying that Real Madrid cannot collect Champions League.
Hello, can you hear me?
La Liga, sorry, I said Champions.
Hello?
Season is just starting. I give it to Real Madrid to collect the La Liga because the best time is on injury with Alaba. So we are just trying to find a way. If they are back, we can go for the title.
Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, he's supporting. If they feel like Real Madrid will somehow still win the La Liga, but they are not actually starting on a good note. But let's see what happens with that. Okay, let's take this call again. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Name and location, please.
Yeah, Ike from Super.
Okay, Ike, what's your contribution?
The of Chelsea. If you say that man, I don't know. You don't know how to run club, and if no sign of supposed to say that club a person who know how to run ball club. Then you go back for where he belongs to basketball, whatever.
Okay.
Whatever is saying that he took Anthony over him. I don't know the person is watching football. I'm sorry to say that because Anthony cannot do anything in Chelsea club. He can't do anything. I can take it to anybody. To come to Chelsea, fitting like Osimhen. I don't know the type of owner of come by Chelsea there. What you don't come out to it's about come out stadium. You don't come out to Lukaku already. What is that? Huh? Who do this man this thing? Huh? You see, thing where you know go better for him, go they just rush him the collect him. You see, go better for him, go turn back to the first to that thing. And go bring us for Chelsea best.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this fan wants Osimhen in his team. He prefers Osimhen to Ivan Toney, but let's see how that develops.
Me, I'm just saying they're the same category. Bird of the same feather, they're the same mama born them. It's the same thing as saying Ivan Toney is a poacher and can join in build-up play, and he's very, very flexible when it comes to positional awareness. Osimhen, on the other hand, is similar to that, and maybe his build-up play is not really as strong as that of Ivan Toney, but he gets on the goals. So if Ivan Toney can get on the goals and also join in the build-up play, I think it's a better player to be in the Chelsea side. At least
on paper, right?
It relieves that that pressure of chances created by Palmer, because we're only seeing his numbers stack up on chances created. So it relieves that pressure of him, and the hold-up play by Toney would improve the wingers from cutting in and getting the goals, because that was what actually led to the goals against Wolf in the weekend.
Okay. Hello, good morning.
Sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
Emmanuel from MNS.
Okay, Emmanuel, what's your contribution, Emmanuel?
I just want to know what Barcelona played yesterday.
Okay, they won that game 2-1. Almost scored the second goal.
Okay. Any news about Manchester United?
They are still talking to Ugarte. Probably the day is almost complete, so I think it's the announcement they are waiting for. Maybe today, tomorrow, they will announce Ugarte as a Manchester United player.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you very much.
What
is the difference?
I was thinking
Man
you
United
had
fans.
the swap deal that is about going
What
on.
is the difference between Ivan Toney and other forwards at Chelsea? If you say that he's going to drop back and help with the build-up play, then they should have allow Felix and Nkunku to do that.
See, that's Felix Nkunku coming from the wings or playing as a replacement for what's called Palmer or perhaps playing as a forward. But he builds up that play. Felix, the same thing, does that. But their finishing game is not as strong as that of Ivan Toney's.
You see,
You
all
understand?
I'm saying is that all Chelsea's problem rises and falls on the finishing. So get Ivan Toney on cement to do the finishing. Let these guys supply them the ball. Simple.
Okay.
It's the same thing we said about Harry Kane. Stay up front and finish. But yet, but once they come midfield, come play.
And that's why Son is a legend at Spurs and not him.
Oh wow. Okay. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
This is Agilo, a Chelsea man. I'm calling from Enugu here.
Okay. What is your contribution?
My contribution is this. See, whether Chelsea signed Osimhen or Van Tony, two of them is a very good striker.
Okay.
You understand? Two of them can deliver for 30. Any of them is okay. Just get us one person. And besides, Osimhen is an injury prone. You understand? Osimhen is a very, very injury prone player. For me, he's a Nigerian guy, but any of them can be okay for us. Just all I want is let the owner of Chelsea buy a striker. Two of them is okay. We are good on two of those players. Any of them can serve. Thank you very much. I have a wonderful day.
Thank you very much.
Very much.
Okay, they are Chelsea fans. Everybody is trying to choose who they think is better for
Like
their
I said, I don't know how the Chelsea fans are going to place it. Like I said, birds of the same feather, like the same mama born them. And I think the both of them are good players. They are good finishers. And the build-up play between them is just where I have to differ.
Tony is better in build-up playing.
Oh.
Hello, good morning.
I want to confirm something. I say Osimhen and the Chelsea are now negotiating.
They are talking to find solution if he's going to come to Chelsea or not.
Okay. I want them to finish him sharp. I want.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see how that developed with Chelsea. Another player for Chelsea that is still training with the under-21 team is Fafana. He went on loan, but he came back.
Fafana.
He's still. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Name and location, please.
On your videos, I call back. I don't know whether that's work or now quit me out. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, nobody cut you off.
Okay. The other caller, after I call finish, the other caller say he don't know how to watch my own football. Everybody having his opinion. If I'm a coach, I prefer Ivan Toney than Osimhen.
Okay.
Osimhen used to have, let me just tell you, Osimhen used to have injury. Osimhen is a troublemaker. I'm just telling you the truth. He's in Nigeria, yes. But Osimhen used to have injury. Sometimes he will get problem with the coach, sometimes he get problem with the players.
Okay.
Are you with me?
Yes.
We dress him for Napoleon and other things. Yes, he's a good striker. He just need the book. If you take Abaha net, all I need. Just in case who striker will put it inside the net. Now we just need now.
Okay.
It just at least it just needs a supporting striker. But at least if Anthony can even at least help him a lot, make sure the ball won't take at minutes. That's what Haaland is doing at Man City.
Okay.
Haaland don't used to drape or something like that. Man, you want any minutes, you want 10 minutes. I want what you just need. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what Chelsea is going to be doing. They are looking for. Let's say talking with Osimhen. They started talking with him yesterday, but that talk is continuing today to find solution. If they don't find a solution today or tomorrow, they are probably going to go for Ivan Toney because probably Chelsea needs a striker. So we're going to see what happens with that. Other club with Manchester United is looking Okay, probably they are already agreed to sign Ugati. That deal will happen today or tomorrow officially. He's going to be moving to Manchester United. So that's just good news for Manchester United. I think Ten Hag does have an excuse. He brought in 2 defenders, brought in a midfielder, and brought in a striker. So I don't think he's going to be having enough excuse to give fans. But let's see how that plays out. Okay, let's take this call before we move to other transfer news. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Name and location, please.
One Jonathan from Motor Spare Parts, among the voice state.
Okay, what is your contributions?
I just want to know if Arsenal have turned up to Mourinho.
Yes, that deal happened yesterday. He's officially an Arsenal player.
Okay, thank you. Then for Aventoni and our brother, I'm an Arsenal fan, but to be serious, not to have got my Nigeria. Osimhen is far better than Anthony. Just pray that and Osimhen is not a troublemaker. He doesn't insult any coach. Just that or maybe that just said what he's not supposed to say. So he's not a troublemaker and he's not an injury player. He's a good player. He's an African best and the top scorer in Italy, in the whole Italy. Not easy. So he's far better than Anthony. Just pray that we get him. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, his choice is also.
When I said something about the club you play for affects your start as a player. When Osimhen was playing under, was it Spoli his name? He had the highest goal scored in Napoli. They won the Scudetto and all of that. After that coach left, what was the record like? Then for Ivan Toney, under Frank, I think under Frank's first season, he was fantastic. Then he went on injury and came back, and Mbemo and Wisha has taken his position. And there was this Scottish guy as well.
He was banned.
No, he went on an injury, then came back, then went on the ban.
Okay.
And that happened. And after that ban, he was now full time. I've forgotten his name now. The Scottish guy. It was the Scottish guy, Wisha and Mbemo, taking his position full time. And these people were delivering goals, they were scoring goals, they were creating chances, and they were joining in defense and building up play, which means the 3 strikers can join and build up play and still go on the counter attack and score goals. So Frank felt like, okay, fine, I already have players that will replace him for a very long time, so let's let him out. But he doesn't take away the fact that Ivan Toney is a very fantastic player. He can join in the build up play, and he can also join in scoring the goals.
Okay, let's see what it's depending on what
comparing the two. Actually, you said that this guy has played under several managers and he didn't perform when they changed manager. Ivan Toney has been under one manager too.
Let's see what
you can't compare both of them.
That's what I'm saying.
He went on a ban, but you can't compare the two scenarios.
Okay, guys. Let's see what Chelsea is going to be deciding after Osimhen's matter. They were going to decide. Okay, let's move on. For Manchester United. Okay, Ugarte is already at Manchester, so he's going to be officially be announced today. And let's see how it's going to be played. Ten Hag doesn't have any excuse. Okay, guys, we have comments here on our YouTube channel. Remember, we are live on YouTube every day, Monday to Saturday at Volt FM Sports. Okay, Amechi is saying Ugarte is already in Manchester. He's also saying Chelsea actually need Osimhen because of the impact of Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer will feed him very well, so those passes he will get it. And I think Amechi is right. They need a poacher like Haaland, not probably somebody that will be joining in build-up play. Depending on what the coach wants to do. If he wants a striker that wants to join like the Hurricane.
Doesn't want to keep his job.
Okay, let's see what Chelsea is going to be doing. Okay, let's move away from England and let's move over to let's say Turkey, because Jose Mourinho is looking to get Amrabat. They are negotiating with Fiorentina. He's going to go on loan, but this season they have a 12 million euros mandatory buy. So Jose is moving for him.
This is what happens when you have a good player, but you say, no, I don't want to pay now. Give me on loan. Let me eat before I pay. You eat before you pay, and he comes to your club, has a good season, finalize the deal. No, let's loan him again, and now you have.
Now he's going on another loan. Nothing where you want
to buy.
Nothing where you want to. He's going for another loan. Now still the same loan. Anyway, you want to put the sentence whether mandate to buy or mandate not to buy. At the end of the mandate, every time say money no day.
You can't even do that because it's a must. Just like the Raya situation, it was a loan with a straight up mandate to buy after the loan spell, and it was executed.
You have to buy.
Yes.
See, I believe Man United want to go for another loan, but now they've gotten Ugarte. I think they ask for what's it called,
Amrabat.
Sofian will reduce, but because they still have more players, and I think Scotty leaving, it would be right for Man United to go in now, catching on this guy, and pay the 20. It's not 24. It's 50 million euros. Pay the 50 million euros and get him in.
But they don't want him that he's negotiating with Jose Mourinho's Fenerbahce.
This is why the loan thing doesn't work out for players, because you can come and have a good season and the club suffers from shiny object syndrome by looking at Anugate. They get to Gate and they say, oh, Sophie, I did your last season. No, sit down.
But all these things still boils down to the hype around the Man United fan base. You see, I say, may I talk now? If I see My United fan and I see person in the pursue, they shout, ole, ole, I go first catch the Man United fan first, beat them before I start to pursue that thief. Because they can, I don't know how they do this, they can always make a player look so important. And after 2-3 games, because I went on Twitter the other day and I saw after that loss against Brighton, they were already calling out Mazraoui. Small, then they happen, and only just 2 games. So Man United fan base is just one of those fan base you don't want to be among.
Okay, let's see how that moves. Probably that deal will finalize before the transfer window opens. He's going to be joining Jose Mourinho. They want to wrestle that league against
with Fred scoring a hat-trick last weekend
against Galatasaray. So Jose is building, so he wants to build in. Let's move over to Serie A because AC Milan and Roma are talking down for Tammy Abraham. He is still in Roma, but he wants to move to AC Milan. Good deal, but should he actually stay as Roma, guys?
I feel he should stay as Roma.
Guys, you know, I made big things hungry. Big things hungry the guy now. And the way Roma, AC Milan is pushing for trophies now, I think he should be moving. He's won the Conference League with Roma with what's it called, under the tutelage of Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
I think he should move now because in AC Milan, they have legends that are even among the training fray. Talking about
there's also more competition for places at AC Milan too.
As a striker, there's only Morata in competition. As a top 9, only Morata, and Morata no reach to compete.
So you are discounting Rafael now.
Rafael are from the flanks, from the left.
Let's take this call before we end the show. Hello, good morning. Hello, please turn down the volume on your radio set or move away from your set, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning. Name and location, please.
Yeah, my name is Jose Amici.
Okay.
Calling from the UK.
Oh, welcome, Jose. What is your contribution?
Yeah. First, I want to talk about Manchester United.
Okay.
This guy that was saying people were you catch the Manchester this guy first. The good is that I think if you're a Manchester United fan, I want to actually give him an advice. Give us an advice. Lower your expectation.
Thank you.
Lower it to the barest minimum, to the lowest point, because you see all those people that most especially that striker that Man U signed. What's his name?
Joshua.
I don't understand what the guy is going to play. If you look at the guy, you know that the guy doesn't even fit in even into the plan. I don't know why the coach just want to go and build another Dutch national team in Manchester United. You know, to go assemble a gas player to come and play. And maybe in his mind, he don't play what they're playing in Ajax before. This is Premier League. That's why most times when John talk about Man City, I keep quiet because Man City have a coach who doesn't think like these other guys think. Have a coach that understands what it takes to win Premier League in England. Not this life of Ten Hag. Okay, you can imagine what happened the last match. You were losing, you were playing 1-1. About the most important time where you know that this is when Bruno can easily play a pass or play a shot. A coach who knows what he's doing. How will you remove your most creative midfielder at the most crucial time in the match and put in a Scott McTominay to come and do what? And guess what happened? Of course, Man U lost the match.
Yes.
You can see that. So I'm saying, most of us who are Manchester United fans, just lower your expectations. All these signings that I have signed, don't put your mind there. I can guarantee you that Man United not end up in top 5.
Okay.
It is actually a guarantee.
All right, Josh. Thank you very much.
And I think for a fact, the only two teams that are ready to play for EPL this season is Man City and Arsenal.
Oh.
The rest are just trying to push in, to stand. But these two teams are standing already. These are the teams to beat as it stands now. I'm a Man fan, not the guy. I'm a football analyst.
Okay.
I believe in football. I'm a realist. I don't do what John used to do most time. It's sentimental. We talk about Man City. Thank you guys. Thank you
very much. Okay, thank you for Josh from the UK. Remember, guys, we are live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. Wherever you are, you can drop your comments. We're reading your comments live here in this day. Okay, guys, this is how we are going to be ending today's show. Thank you for all your calls. Thank you for all those that join us on our YouTube. As I said before, we are live every day on YouTube at Volt FM Sports. You can go there, join us live, and watch us live talk football. Okay, my name is Godwin. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Have a lovely day.
Enugu, and welcome to Volt 104.3 FM, where music meets the voltage. Take a break and enjoy the show.
Sports. Now Alex Iwobi gets the ball out to the left-hand side. The delivery comes in. Oh, it's a great goal! Entertainment.